Good afternoon. Welcome to WJZ.com. First warning weather. Let's take a look at a couple of things here on our inner harbor harbor cam shot. First off, there's a steam vent right near the camera, and look at the wind moving that steam by the camera. It is also forcing water out of the inner harbor into the bay, where this northwest wind is forcing water down the bay. It's the exact opposite of what happens when we get a tropical storm over the mouth of the Chesapeake Bay and water gets pushed up and it floods the inner harbor promenade, a little bit of Fells Point, Miller's Island, and Annapolis. It's the exact opposite, and there are water levels in the bay right now in some of the tributaries like Bear Creek, Stony Creek, Nabbs Creek, Bodkin Creek, even I would say Back River, Middle River, where the water's just been basically forced out of the bay. The bay does rise and fall. It flushes and refills itself on a regular basis. And this, an environmentalist will tell you, is not a bad thing for the Chesapeake Bay. It gets a lot of pollutants out, and then it will regenerate itself. But in the meantime, and in between times, we say in radio, for us humans, this is rough. 25-mile-an-hour west-northwest wind, gusting to 36. Now, that's going to take the current temperature at 12:30 as I make this presentation for you of 16 and drop it down to -3. I think this is the warmest wind chill-wise it is going to feel today. About that -18 degree out in Oakland. Wow. Here's the currents, but what we want to pay attention to is the barometer. It is now going from 2996 to 3007. In other words, high pressure down to the southwest is finally starting to have a real impact in ridge into the area. You're not going to feel it. You walk outside and you get hit in the face with that brick of a cold wind, but the barometer doesn't lie. It is rising, and as it continues to rise and as that low continues to push away, the winds will start to subside. And that indeed is going to happen as early as tomorrow. It's still going to be quite a breezy day tomorrow, but we're in the max, I think we're in the max wind impact now and through, let's say, a late bedtime hour. This is the most incredible graphic I can show you. This first warning Doppler weather radar. We'll show you something real quick. We have a really cool program in this. Used as radar, I can show you where there's precip, where there's snow, where there's rain, et cetera, et cetera. But I can drop every alert on that's in the United States right now and look at how many millions of people are under an advisory now for really frigid and dangerous conditions. Millions of people. Finally, as we get to the end of the weekend, millions of people are going to see relief coming their way. One warm front, two warm front will start washing over the eastern half of the United States. We're not going to 50, 60, 70, or 80, but we'll get into the 40s, and that's going to make all the difference in the world. Monday night, we could have a little bit of moisture around this warm, humid push of air, and you may see some snow flurries blowing around. And I point that out because roads are so cold right now, even just a few flurries could stick and get a little bit slick. It's not like we're going to need an accumulation. Sunny, windy today, just for the record, 18. By the way, today's record high temperature is almost 70 degrees, set back in 1997. Overnight, we're going to tie a record low set in 1904, if not break it. But the reality of this day is, I just showed you that, -3 wind chill this afternoon. Tonight, -12. It's going to be the wind chill. Now, tomorrow, we're going to start to, again, abate that wind a bit. We could be looking at temperatures tomorrow that feel more like 2, maybe 4 degrees. A slight improvement, but we all get it. 24. Now, Sunday, we start to turn things around. 36 Monday. Watch Monday afternoon for maybe that little bit of a wintry mix. Then Tuesday, 42. Wednesday, 40 degrees with a ton of sun. Have a safe and a good afternoon. TGI, if everybody ain't it the truth. Thanks so much for stopping by WJZ.com and your first warning weather.